Hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today in this video we're going to do another album review, and today we're going to be doing Led Zeppelin's second album, Led Zeppelin 2, by wild surprise. So this was released in late-ish 1969, like October, something like that, and it was his second studio album, of course. This is my reissue, I think it's 2014, I have no idea when it was reissued. So that's the front cover, it's the back cover, it looks lovely, then the gatefold. That it's got the track listing, and then obviously the Zeppelin. I don't know if when you open it out, oh yeah, I've never realised that when you open it out it's like, that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a brilliant album, quite frankly, and it's got some absolute brilliant tunes on it. So yeah, most of this was recorded on the road, apart from two tracks that I'll get to. So the first two tracks, which is Whole Lot of Love, that was written, I can't remember written by, but it's credited to three people, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and this blues singer, because the line where it says something about the bit after the solo and it all stops, that was a blues line, and they got copyright for that. But yeah, it's a brilliant song, Whole Lot of Love, quite frankly. It's the power behind it all. I know I've gone off topic, and oh, never mind. I'll just start with Whole Lot of Love. So that was done then, and it's just got this really exciting riff that just doesn't get boring at all, and honestly, like, it's just a brilliant opener. Like, as soon as you hear it, you just start like grooving to it and stuff, and it was recorded at the same time as What Is and What Should Never Be, before they went off to America. So this was done in London, well, in the UK, and it was done at the same, it was rehearsed at Jimmy Page's house, the band, and then they went all off. But anyway, Whole Lot of Love. The chorus is catchy, everything's catchy, and then the middle bit where it's all instrumental, it's a brilliant bit where there's a bit of a drum solo at the beginning, but then Jimmy's using this thing where you put your hand there and it goes all like weird. I'd love to have one, actually. It's really just weird sounds, and it can just go so high, and it's just brilliant. And then the solo where with the fuzz box, and like, it's just so powerful, and goes into all that. Brilliant song. What Is and What Should Never Be is the second track, and that is another brilliant song. Really catchy. The first song that Robert Plant brought to the band for a song, so that's nice. And it was the first time that John Bonham used the gong that is late, which then ended up being in his drum kit for the live shows, which is really cool. Brilliant song. Like I said, done at the same time as Whole Lot of Love, where they rehearsed at Jimmy Page's house. And yeah, it's just a really good song. The bass is good on it, the guitar's good. The song after that is the Lemon song, which, Jesus, the bass on that is so loud. Like, the mixing done, and the guitar work is actually pretty damn good on that. Like, John Paul Jones definitely shines through on this song, and the lyrics seem to be a bit like a euphemism, I think. Pretty sure I said it wrong, but who cares? But some lyrics are just a bit weird, but it's still a great song. The song after that is Thank You. My opinion, probably the weakest song on the album. It's still a good song, but every song on this album is brilliant. It's just this one seems to be a bit weaker than the rest. It's a good acoustic number. It's really nice, nice lyrics, and it's just got some nice acoustic parts on it, and the organ bits, and when it goes all quiet, that's all really nice. After Thank You, that's the end of side one, and then we go on to side two, which is Heartbreaker, just a fantastic song. The original bit was done normally, where there was no middle part, where it goes into the Jimmy Page kind of just on his own bit. It was done the normal bit, and then the ending solo, and then the last verse, whatever. So they recorded that, and then I think Jimmy was on his own or something, and then they wanted to add something else to it, so he did that, and it was amazing, pretty much. So that's just out of nowhere. It's just brilliant. However Don't know how he came up with that. Then afterwards, he goes straight into Living Loving Maid. She's Just a Woman. Which I think is an underrated song, to be honest. And the Lemon song is also underrated, but Living Loving Maid, it's got a catchy riff. It's never done live because Jimmy Page didn't want to do it live. I can't remember why, but I think it was about backing vocals, or he just didn't like the riff. I don't know why, because it's a good riff. Jimmy Page was on fire for riffs on this album. I mean, like, pretty much everything's got a riff on this summer. But yeah, Living Loving Maid, it's quite catchy solo, it's quite fun to play. It's just good song. After that, it's Ramble On, another nice acoustic. It's quite upbeat, and the bass on that is really good as well. It's just nice lyrics, and it's another one of them songs that Robert wrote about Lord of the Rings. So he's always writing about Lord of the Rings and stuff, so he's always rambling on about that. So well, after Ramble On, then it goes into Moby Dick, the only drum solo apart from Encoder, if you class that as an album, studio album, which most people don't, but it is just a collection of songs. But you know, it's still part of the record label contract. But Moby Dick has got a great like riff to it, and the drum solo is pretty good. The live stuff is so good for that as well. A lot of these songs are really good live, like A Whole Lot of Love, where it's like normally 15 minutes long, where they go into a lot of Elvis songs. Heartbreak Away does the solos, it goes on for like 8 minutes altogether. Bring It On Home, about 10 minutes. It's just so powerful, all these songs. Moby Dick, where it goes on 15-20 minutes, it's just insane. Normally when he's playing Moby Dick, the rest of the band just go off and someone probably have a drink or cigarette, something like that. And then after Moby Dick, it goes on to the final song, which is Bring It On Home, a kind of bluesy, well, it is a bluesy song. Nice beginning bit with a nice harmonica, and then it goes this, like, it stops and all that, and then it goes this powerful riff thing, and it just blows everyone away. It's so good, honestly. So now I'm gonna rank them from for all 9 songs. So number 9 is Thank You, which I gave a 9 out of 10. Number 8, Moby Dick, another 9 out of 10. The Lemon song, even though I still think it's underrated, and I love all these songs, like Led Zeppelin, they're like the best band ever. So the Lemon song I'd give a 9 out of 10 again. Living Loving Maid, some people, oh sorry, Thank You was at number 9, Moby Dick was number 8, number 7 was the Lemon song. Number 6, which people might be surprised about, is Living Loving Maid, which is a 10 out of 10. I know some people might get a bit annoyed at me for that. I'm not putting a Lemon song higher, but sorry. Number 5 is Ramble On, 10 out of 10. Number 4, What Is and What Should Never Be, a 10 out of 10 again. That was a number 4. Number 3, Bring It On Home, 10 out of 10. Number 2, Whole Lot of Love, 10 out of 10. And number 1, Heartbreaker, which is a 10 out of 10. I wish I could give more to Heartbreaker, but it's out of 10. So, I mean, that they just blend in so well with each other. I mean, the background of it isn't very good, but that picture is pretty good. But it's just still iconic, I guess. Overall, I give the album a 10 out of 10. It's just brilliant. I mean, after these 2 albums, this solid their reputation. Like, the first album was brilliant and got popularity, but this, like, gave them the place in rock history pretty much, and then allowed them to go further and create more unique stuff, which is just brilliant. And, you know, it was weird how it was pretty good that they did all of it pretty much on the road, apart from the first 2 tracks, whilst on tour as well. So it must have been quite thrilling. I think they wanted to do something different and record differently, something like that. But there's a picture of them in Hawaii where they've got they come off a plane, they're all in the flower things, and then there's they're all carrying the tapes with them, and it's just pretty cool. But yeah, brilliant album. Brilliant, Led Zeppelin. So this is like the riff album pretty much. Either this or Presence is the riff album, because it's just brilliant. I will be doing some more Zeppelin reviews later on. Hopefully I'm going to start doing some more Zeppelin, because I know we've only done 3 videos on it. But I'm going to try finish off the Wings plays, because there's only two or three more left to do. I've got 3. I'm gonna do about 2 or 3 left. So yeah, this is the Led Zeppelin 2 review and ranking. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and your thoughts down in the comment section below. And subscribe. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.